Hello everyone, my name is Notepad and on I write games for fun. So what are we doing today? Well, obviously we're going to be working on Absolute Potential some more. Did a little bit of notes. Did a little bit of work, not much. Added some pictures here. You can kind of see here we added Monster Girls and we added some Beastmen. Monster Girls finally got their thing, which effectively they get a kin skill akin to the Beastmen, except this also doubles as a seduction skill for them. That's the joke. Aliens, obviously, they still have Stranger in Paradise. Most of everything works there. Spirits are going to get power points. Power points are actually going to be a thing that I have to add in for the magic section. It also has also put in some of like these little scholar notes just because I thought they'd be fun. I also add in something. Most of the other things that were kind of patched up were yeah. Go up here, put this note in for myself earlier. The persona recovers from one status effect. They are currently under. There we are. Mostly because we're going to be working on primarily gear today. Yes, items. I love items. Items are so much fun. The feel when no Isla Mouse Stranger in Paradise. GF. I love 90s animation style of pictures. I've been trying my best. Niji Journey does fucking fight you on some of these though. Like Beast Women, this was a pain in the ass to get, by the way. This took a long ass time. Some of them were a lot easier than others to kind of get. And some don't even look perfect the way I would want them to. But I've been trying my best on it. I haven't really wanted to go to like this full painting style, but that's kind of like my fallback. But yes, we've got everything kind of laid out, and all we need to do now is just write shit. That's what today is going to be, everyone. Nothing too exciting. Okay, there we go. Now you're going to hear some great... Here, give me one moment. I've been trying to readjust my desk and my height and everything because I feel like it might help a little bit with my back. What it has done though, it has pointed out to me that I am in a comically small world I'm a very large man in a very small world. Life is pain. So yes, that's what we're going to be doing today. It's just going to be item writing. This is my least favorite part of game development, but that's something we just got to do. So, basically, luckily for me and all of you, I actually sat in the park today and just wrote shit down. I bought a little notebook. I even bought a pen with it. I'm gonna make sure to put my pen in my notebook again. And I got all the basic items. Armor is gonna be a little bit more complicated, but I have some of them already written down. So let's get to it. Let's see, the handheld, let's see, basic items of the handheld supplies that the persona can bring into battle with them on their belt or any other variety of, let's see, basic items or handheld supplies that the persona can bring with them into battle with, them and their belt. On their belt or an easier read. Each persona may bring a total of 2 items. Actually, each persona may select 2 basic items. It's like 2 basic items to let's see, makes like 2 basic items when they at the start of the session. Let's see, each persona makes like 2 basic items at the start of the session, suggesting there is time for a drama section. Suggesting there's time for a drama section. And then, let's see, suggesting there's time. So yeah, 2 basic items at the start of the session, suggesting there's time, and each one may be used for a use item, use equipment action, and will immediately resolve. The persona does not need to worry about the space. Does not need to worry about the space of the item, and it takes up none of their inventory. Yeah, basic items are just like stuff. These are little like one-off items that are very simple, very easy to get a hold of. Let's see, 12 whole items, so we need 13. Perfect size. Actually, what we can do to give us a little bit more size to work with. So, first item, we have the invigorating stone. We have the whetstone. We have the rare token. We have the sword fragment, tome fragment. Technically, it should be what I'll call his bowstring tome page. They all do the same thing. We have the patch. We have the clear talisman. Have the petal rose. The homeward bone, a very subtle, Dark Souls reference. We have the bomb, of course, and we have, of course, the final greatest item, the grenade. Have you considered stacking your laptop on a bunch of books so it's closer to eye level? See, if I go all the way down, it is eye level perfectly. I'm just squatted over slightly. I've debated on just stacking it on top of a bunch of books. The issue there is, like, I have a thing under it for this exact reason, and it's just not big enough because I'm just a massive person. People say, oh, it's so great and wonderful being tall. It's not. It sucks. It sucks being tall. Because nothing is built for you. They're built for the shorties. Let's see. Let's see. Use when an ally is in the same. Use when an ally may be used on an ally in the same space. What did I end up fucking calling the spaces? Sections. In the same section. Maybe use on an ally in the same section. Recover one wound from the ally. Actually, ally recovers 1 wound. This is the only healing, like strict healing item in the game, is the bomb. And it has to be used on an ally. Bowstring, add plus 1d6 damage to a ranged attack. Clear talisman, clear all status effects. Cleared all status effects from the persona, not just one, all status effects. Grenade, what did I end up doing? Range of 0 to 0-2, range of 0-2. Deal 1d6 damage to all occupants of the section. Effectively, you just huck a fucking grenade. It only does d6 damage. It's not a lot of damage, but if someone's dress is already broken, a grenade is going to deal a wound. That's pretty good. Return to the Ichi space. Actually, it's the Ichi section. Into the Ichi section, invigoration zone. The persona add +2 to the persona's initiative score. patch. What are they writing down for patch? Recover plus 1d6 dress on the currently worn arm. Should say basic items. Basic items can be used on themselves or an ally on the same section. Basic items can be used on themselves or an ally in the same section unless otherwise specified. Sodas, we're gonna do that. Itch. Prayer token, petal rose, move 2. That's all it does, lets you move 2 spaces. Prayer token, recover 2, plus 2 PP, power points, allows you to count more spells. Add plus 4 damage, actually we'll do add plus 3 damage to the persona's next attack. Actually, to the next attack. Actually, you know what you can do? Add plus 3 damage to all attacks this round. The whetstone is not actually very useful for you, it's useful for using it on your allies. So that's what you want to do it on. Currently worn armor. But you whetstone, you pretty much like, hey, use a whetstone, you make sure your friend's doing big damage this round. There's probably a better way of wording that, but I don't know what it is. So, I mean, we can reduce this by 8. Put it like that. And we put in a table here. Not really. We're not going to. We're not going to then. So, yep, that is literally all the basic items. You get to pick 2 of them. You get to pick 2 items of your choice, and then you go for it. You can select 2 of the same item, so if you want to just have 2 petal roses, go for it. You can totally choose 2 petal roses. You want 2 prayer tokens? Good on you, wizard man. You're doing your fucking job. Oh, Veffy. Coffee keeps the spirits high on. Do the same item, maybe selected. So, armor, 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 actually, no, let's say, dress and art. The persona's dress indicates their ability to withstand damage. Well, let's see. The persona's dress indicates their ability to withstand damage, allowing them to absorb blows and power through damage. While it may appear that nothing is happening, the truth is that their armor and clothes are being mangled. At the best of times, it's an embarrassing sight. It's an embarrassing moment of humanity. At the worst, an indication of the toll the battle is having on the persona. Pretty much, it's kind of the idea. The entire concept of dress was always going to be, you can portray it as being kind of goofy. You can portray it as, I slash you with a sword and the girl's top opens up kind of thing. You can portray it as that. You can also portray it in the fact of like, yes, there's now a massive gash going through your chest, and that's with a tear in your clothes. Not taking any wounds yet, but it's very clearly that there is damage being done to you. It's kind of like both parties are just completely fucking mangled by the end. Like, yes, we're kicking through. We're really doing it, team. And it's like, cool. Let me just cough up some blood on my armor real fast. Yeah, no, don't worry. Let's see. Or having on an indication of the total battle is having on the persona. Armor. The armor comes in two varieties: basic and advanced. Basic and advanced. Basic armor. Every persona starts with basic armor. Basic armor of their choice. This can be their preference or tied to their career. Outside, let's see. This can be armor of their choice. This can be their preference or tied to the life outside of battle. Each of these indicate the dress value. Indicate the dress of the arm. Each of these have a dress value, which shows how durable the outfit is. Outfit is under assault. Advanced. Let's see. Advanced armor, which you can actually get early on if you want. Advanced armor is more complex, intricate, and many have special effects. The special effects tied to them to assist the persona in battle, or even in the drama phase. Or even in the drama act. Not phases, everyone. Phases are dead. Acts are my new best friend. Okay. Persona do not begin with advanced armor. Advanced armor unless they choose it as their starting gear. Nope. Okay, so how do we want to do? Well, we can do... We're going to need to do this. We're going to need to do name, description, fluff, back. And actually, no, we do name, description, durability, effect. Okay, I know how to. So we're going to do, this is going to be the name section. This is going to be the description. That's going to be its dress rating. It's going to be the dress of it. And then we're going to have any effects, and then it's going to give us our... Then we're going to have, let's see, dress effects, then any, we'll just do fluff. Actually, we can do description. Generally speaking, we can keep dress low. We can keep this a little bit lower, so we can do something like this. So let's just try our basic one. Of course, we're going to bring it down to font size 8 to keep things a little bit tight. So we're going to have our stand. We're going to have a phone call. That's always worrying. Give me one moment. All's good in the hood. Hey, hey, hey. It's me, Fat Notepad. Like a tiny fat notepad. So, our uniform, yes, the uniform is going to be, actually, we can probably even make it small. Do something like this. Dress is 20. Actually, center everything, because if I don't, I'm going to fucking forget. We do dress is 20. Yes, 20 HP pretty much. Now, the base default damage, this is actually based off of the default damage. The standard damage early on is going to be about 2d6. You're going to roll, and it's going to be, let's say I rolled a 6 and a 5. That's 11 damage. I can, normally a uniform, most of the basic armors can take about 2 to about 4 hits, reliably. And that's fine by me. Because that's what it is. Because it's not really supposed to be like really good armor. Yeah, that's not the point. Uniform, description. That's one of the many basic uniforms. Then we have the battle outfit. As you can see, I have very innovative names. -2 initiative. Popular armor set for the centers is a popular armor set for mercenaries and adventure. Then we are going to have the loose outfit. Loose outfit, which is only going to have 15. You get +2 initiative for this. Initiative. If I can fucking spell, by the way, which I never can. Let's see. Loose clothes. Favored. Favored by youth. By youths and those looking for a more casual. Or a more casual approach to the daily grind. Then we're going to have, currently I have it down as the Shrine Maiden outfit. There's a argument to be had about the naming scheme, but that's what we're going with so far. It only has 13, however, you're going to get +1, you're going to get +2 PP. That means you're going to be able to cast a lot more things. Has been adopted by the Shrine Maidens. Has been adopted by the Shrine Maidens for its loose fit and flow of power, flow of magic. Yep, that's all we need to know. So we have the fancy outfit, which of course is, if I'm looking at this correctly, I put down 8 effects. +2, actually. Easier dialogue judgments. Pretty much you get an extra D6 on a bunch of dialogue judgments, but it's really not fit for anything combat related. Do not go into the fight with the fancy outfit. A really fancy outfit. We can even bump that down. There we go. So these are the basic armors. Like this is legitimately it. This is the basic stuff. And that's exactly the point of it. So now we're going to go to the advanced armors, and we're just going to write in exactly what I have written down already. So, written down, we have Shinobi gear. We have Shinobi. We have a Samurai Buster. We have the Samurai Buster armor. We have the Maho Shoujo. The Maho Shoujo outfit. We, of course, have the office uniform. Absolute salaryman. I wrote this down for a reason, by the way. Dominatrix. Let's see. Let's go back, everybody. Let's go on a little adventure to see what other uniforms he fucking wanted. Commission documentation. Where are you, my good friend? Go. Let's open you up and see what the exact uniform ideas he had in mind were. We're going to add what suits do we need to add? What is essential to the plot? We wanted multiple uniforms, also dominatrix. Okay, sure. That's one thing I remember very distinctly. Is that something he did? That's in this document. Bunny girl. I guess we can do bunny outfit. Bunny outfit. As anyone should say, bikini should also apply to mankini. We do not discriminate here. Animal outfit. We have the Maho Shoujo. I'm just gonna put sexy apparel for Virgin Killer and the lingerie. Succuba's battle suit. Actually. What would be a good one for? Let's see. Cheerleader, I guess. I'm fucking working with what I can here, everybody. Why there's so many swims? A swimsuit. I guess we're adding a swimsuit. Would be a good menagerie? Is that a good menagerie? Is that a word? Malicious menagerie. Menagerie. Do you have anything else to really work with? Minion leathers. I'm just adding shit right now. Okay. That's all we're really gonna be working with, everyone. Yeah, now we just have to add all of them in. Slowly. So we're going to do the bunny outfit. If I've learned anything, is that by sheer technicality, bunny girls do make things a lot easier to work with. What that sound was. You know what I'm gonna do real fast, actually? I'm just gonna check my door, see if I locked it. It'd be really fun if I start screaming incoherently. I'm being murdered. Yep, everything's fine. Okay. Different kinds of swim will be necessary. The bikini, string bikini, panties, the one piece, etc. You got this. Why do bunny girls make things easier? Well, I learned that bunny girls make things a lot easier because from my deep understanding now of, due to my deep understanding of Blue Archive lore, I've come to understand a few things. There is no God and I cannot escape from this purgatory. That's what I've learned. I am cursed with Blue Archive lore now. I am not blessed by it. I am not enlightened by it. I am fucking cursed with Blue Archive lore. And it's all Scribble's fucking fault. Everything is Scribble's fault. Technically, you can play a vampire, Lolly, if you really want to. You just play a vampire. Don't play a Nosferatu one, but yeah, just play a vampire. People are gonna look at this being like, why the fuck is there like why is this so extensive? Why is there so much stuff? Why is there like the Sentai Hero power suit? Why is the Battle Butler suit here? Why? All this is dumb. I'm like, because this is what fucking people want. This is what the people demand. This is the blood people fucking desire from me. Plug suit. What the fuck am I gonna plug suit? Menagerie. Okay. Let's do what I have here. So Shinobi Gear is gonna be that. Samurai Buster is gonna be that. Maho Shoujo is only gonna be 15. Absolute Salaryman was going to be 20. Nichik is going to be 13. But let's just go down the list. Bunny Girl is going to be 10. Bikini Armor is going to be unnecessarily large. The Animal Outfit we're going to keep at a solid 20. Sexy Apparel is only going to be, we'll make it 12. The Succubus Battle Suits is going to be a little bit higher. School Outfit is only going to be 18. But there's going to be a joke with that a little bit. Cheerleader Outfit, 15. Swimsuit, 15. Actually, no, we'll make it 10. Power Suit, we're going to make that 50, but you're going to go really fucking slow. Sentai Hero is going to be 20. We'll say 25. Battle Butler is going to be 25. Malicious Menagerie is going to be effectively, you're going to roll 1d6 times. You're going to be rolling 1d6 times. It's just an uncomfortable, weird number that nobody likes. How about 20? How about we do like 27? How about we do 27? Minion leathers, we're gonna make about 20. Plug suit, we're gonna keep it about 15. So, what's the effects? Shinobi gear, you get +2 initiative. Why is that important? You effectively add 10 additional things from the loose outfit. That's literally all its purpose is you add 10 extra dress to that and you have a fucking ninja outfit. Samurai Booster gets nothing. It's just a giant piece of fucking armor. Maho Shoujo +4 PP. Absolute Salaryman +2 basic items at the start of the session. Pretty much as the absolute Salaryman, you actually have just more basic items to fuck around with. That's your joke. What did I end up writing here? Let's see. +2d6 to melee damage when attacking dress. Bunny outfit. Do you dream of Bunny Girl, Sensei? You cannot be targeted while another persona is in the section. Effectively, if it's you and another person, they're always going to get targeted. You will never be attacked as long as they're around, so you can just stand in there. You're just wearing a bunny suit in the middle of combat. I heard shit was talked. School swimsuit because it's fetish for some damn reason. Bunny girls. Let's see. Blue Archives, just 3D girls front line. You should hang out with me and Ethical. It's not weird, isn't? It's not weird, is it? Blue Archive lore is just weirdly deep. Like, that's the thing with it. It's just weirdly deep, and there's a lot to it. And it's like, stop it. What are the numbers? What's the number for? This is actually how much, like, protection it offers. This is, your dress is going to get reduced first before you start taking wounds. So the higher the better, technically. Except the shame. Nothing except the shame. Again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with wearing bikini armor. It's really good. You just have to wear effectively bikini armor. Animal outfit, fancy outfit, easy seduction judgments on the opposite. Easy seduction judgment on others. Instant success on the hero. Succubus battle suit. This. Let's see. Use equipment. Use this armor. Use this armor to gain +3 no. Melee attacks, 3 to all melee attacks against let's see. Coin flip. Your succubus battle armor, who would you target? We'll say men. School outfit. Cheerleader, when in the same section as a let's see. When in the same section as an ally, they gain +2 to all judgment. Swimsuit. God, what does the swimsuit get? No idea. -6 initiative. -6 initiative, so you're not really going to be going, actually, we'll say fuck it, actually. Last in initiative. Always, final result is 0 for initiative judgments. So you're always going dead last, but you are actually, we'll say defense. Defense actions. You're always going dead fucking last as in the power suit. The advantage being you are pretty much going to be a lot easier. Mm, mm, mm. Let's see, wearing a Sentai Hero armor. Wearing Sentai Hero. Wearing a Sentai Hero. Plus 2 to all damage when the save section is another route. Yeah, pretty much if everyone goes Sentai Hero, there's a chance you can get like +4, +6, +8 damage. Everyone just has to become a Sentai Hero. Female Siren suit. That Magic Airplane, Sea Skimming high heels, military moe outfit. Yeah, that's a Strike Witches, my man. Why? Fuck. That's all I got. Why? Let's see. I have a feeling I'm gonna roll over if I don't. Malicious Menagerie. Roll 1d6. Roll 1d6, 1 to 3. Let's see. Add +4 to initiative. 4 to 5. 4 to 5. And let's see. Roll 1d6, 1 to 3. Roll 1 to 3. Add +4 initiative. Let's actually do 1 to 2. We do 1 to 2. You're going to add +4 initiative. 3 to 4, which is going to be reduce stress by half. Yeah, your armor just like starts flying off. I should actually put a note up there. Minion leathers. Impersonating a criminal. Add every judgment related to that is E. Pretty much you add a +1d6. Easy enough to understand. Plug suit. Fucking Evangelion plug suit. Fuck. What do you add to an Evangelion plug suit? Plug suits are really only designed for A. Hmm. Oh, you're talking about these. You're speaking about these then. The incredibly graphic amount of plain girls that exist. I want you all to remember that these exist. Every single one of these exists, and that's like... That's just something you gotta kind of accept in life. And I remember why God doesn't talk to us anymore. If you ever want to know why, it's that. They are pretty much just skin suits. Actually, I know what we can do. And at the end of the round, there we go. Okay. So let's start playing the game where I try to squeeze out as much space as I can. I think I want to get this all on one page, so maybe we bring it down to 7. If we bring it down to 7, we can bring everything in. Which means I'm going to have to bring this down to 7 as well. That's a sacrifice I am willing to make. So we're going to do table, not table. Problem. Center. Vertical alignment, middle. Okay. So, let's write some description. Shinobi gear. What's Shinobi gear all about? A samurai buster. Let's see. Traditional armor of one of the family. Let's see. Traditional armor of one of the family samurai guards. A frilly, fluffy, lovely little dress for those who want the power to flow, never ending. Absolute salary man. A dress suit. Very nice suit that takes an actual job to purchase. Has large pockets. Dominatrix. Bunny outfit. Who would wear a bunny outfit into combat? Who would wear a bunny outfit into combat? That's preposterous. That's preposterous. Yeah, that's the entire joke. Nobody actually believes the bunny outfit exists. It just is there. Unless you get targeted by AoE stuff. Traditional draconic bikini armor was animal outfit. Often cotton, often cotton these outfits. Let's see. Often cotton these outfits mimic mimic a type of animal, and others feel comfortable around it. Others feel comfortable around it. Beastmen honestly don't understand. Beastmen think you're one of them. Sexy apparel, very sexy apparel for a very special person. Will kill the innocent. Let's see. Demonic battlesuit for succubi fiends who eviscerate their target after eviscerate their target. Catch after feeding. School outfit. An actual uniform from the No, let's see. An actual uniform for the Academy of Wizardry and Arts. No one seems to care. No one seemed So all are accepted. All must wear the short skirt, though. Actually, no, not short skirt. This all must wear the skirt, though. A cheerleader. Let's see. Pom-poms, check. Let's go heroes. Swimsuit, why? Power suit, electrified power suit. Actually, alchemically charged heavy duty power suit. Alchemically charged heavy duty power suit. If exceedingly heavy. Sentai hero, color-coded spandex. Color-coded spandex outfits that can immediately be applied with a key phrase and esoteric positioning. Esoteric hand positioning. Sentai go. Battle butler. Armored 3-piece suit for the Butler's Guild of the town. Designed for the Butler's Guild to protect their charges and ward away any threats. Living armor. Let's see, living armor grafted together with using magic and a bit of luck. Constantly shifts and churns. Feels very sticky. Minion leathers. Traditional gang outfits. A variety of different exotic gang outfits. Yeah, sorted by the local bosses. You have one, you're with them. If you have one, you're with them. Plug suit. Magical skin tight outfits. Skin tight outfits that harnesses the body's chi waves. Extremely colorful. There we go. Okay, let's ooh. Damn straight and close the towel over the arm. You forgot going commando. Ooh. Anime aim girl suit. Bunny outfit is viable gear in the main RPGs. Called a fur. Just call it a fursuit. No, I'm not calling it a fursuit because it's originally supposed to be a kigurumi. But it's kind of like one of those things. Like, do you want to make it a fursuit? Just make it a fucking fursuit and have everyone laugh at you. Oof. All right. Cue Guyver rap. Everything must be Guyver. So, okay, so, I mean, if we do pin the header row, sword ascending, of course, the first one you get should be, as God intended, the absolute salaryman. I mean, if we already kind of broke the purpose, we're going to bump this back up to 8, and that means we're also going to take this and bump this up to 8. So, that's actually a good amount to put on the second page. I mean, let's see, how much room do we actually have here? That's quite a bit, so maybe if we do... If we do that, put it right here. That's not quite what I want. Put it right here. We then delete the 9 rows. Telephone, we put here, we do insert above, we put that right there. Still have no idea what to do with the swimsuit, so I am fielding suggestions on the swimsuit. We put in like we can probably put a note right here about like if you want to make other armor, that's perfectly valid. Okay, so sacred gear, See, the funny thing is, getting me to stretch a bunch, I can just kind of say that I'm stretching, even though, oh god, I don't know how my back's supposed to go. See, all of this headache stuff actually started because my back started fucking up. Luckily, through copious, amounts of drugs, I've managed to fix myself. Because remember, kids, the more drugs you take, the better you feel. No, it was pretty explicit that he wanted them separate. No reverse bunny suit. We are not doing a reverse bunny suit. Barmaid outfit, that could work, but I don't really know where to put it though. I don't really know what it would do. That's kind of the thing. Oh, swimsuit. I mean, I guess we could literally just be like, why are you wearing this? Mm. Mm. This isn't the ocean. This isn't the ocean. Why are you wearing a swimsuit out here? This isn't the ocean. Wait, this isn't the beach. This is a bathtub. Okay, sacred gear. Sacred gear. We're gonna go all the way back up here. We're gonna take cloaks and our gear. So, sacred gear. Sacred gear is equipment. Is equipment bonded to the persona on a fairly deep level. The persona selected there for, you know what? I don't think we need sacred gear. I don't think we need to do anything else with it. I wanna know why we don't really need to do anything else with sacred gear? Because we're just gonna post this. Even though that should be heading 3. So if you take this, okay. See, sacred gear is the catch-all term for special equipment and items. Special equipment and items the persona find in the field or as a reward. All persona began with a piece of sacred gear. All persona began with a piece of gear of their choice. Let's see. All began with a piece of gear of their choice, which allows them to express themselves better. As a rule of thumb, when persona finds a unique piece of gear, they are allowed as rule will have certain unique properties tied to it. The most common of the for armor, they will most likely mimic one of the advanced armor above, changing small aspects such as the dress, or maybe even its ability. Or an ability. Armor most likely mimic one of the advanced armors above, changing small aspects of suggest or ability or effect. Only one piece of sacred armor. Only one piece of sacred armor may. One piece of armor may be worn at a time. Stacking armor does not work and will not work. Weapons will increase their damage by a flat amount and mimic abilities of some of the classes. These allow weapons to be customized and able to be used in a variety of situations. However, weapons are only as powerful as the wielder. They do not increase the standard power. Standard. What am I fucking calling it? They do not increase the standard damage die of the persona. They do not increase the standard damage die of the persona. Only the flat modifier to it. Each weapon can also only apply to one kind of attack. To only one kind of attack. Melee, ranged, or magic. Melee, range, actually it'd be magic, melee, or range. Magic. Do you believe in magic, melee, or range? Or range. Its effects, and its properties do not extend to other uses of. There we go. Pretty much the idea behind it is like if you have a weapon that's like a really good sword, it's going to be melee. If you have a ranged ability, you can still technically use the ranged attack. That's your option. You always have the option to do that if you have it. But if you don't have it, it's like, yeah, that's not going to work very well for you. Leotard's situational benefits involving water? No water. What's with you posting squids, Solid? I'm being vaguely worried. Let's see. Finally, trinkets should be some of the most. Could I throw the sword as a ranged attack? Yeah, in technicality, you can totally throw your sword as a ranged attack. You won't have the sword, and none of the benefits, none of the properties will trigger on it, but you can throw it. You won't have it in your hands anymore, so good luck getting it back, but you can. Finally, trinket should be some of the. Let's see. Trinket should be some of the most common sacred gear. Sacred gear to come out. Should be some of the most common sacred gear to find and use. Each one being able to be used once per session, excluding the alien's personal gear. Explain the alien's personal one. All sacred gear can be improved with time and effort. Time and effort. Let's see if we want to do that. Excluding the alien's personal one, which is tied to their AL. Which is tied to it's tied to their AL and that ability. If they invest a shit ton into that, trinket, they're going to use that trinket all the fucking time. All sacred gear can be improved with time and effort. Which is to say, when the hero levels up, they may choose to improve one piece of sacred gear. Which we're going to do. Increase weapon damage. I should actually do increase weapon damage by +2. Increase weapon damage by +2. Increase dress by 5. Actually, well, yeah, increase dress by 5. Increase number of uses per session by +1. That looks really bad, and I don't know how to fix it. I'll leave it there for now. Let's see. So on here, let's see. If they acquire sacred gear later, they may instead let's see. If they acquire sacred gear later, they may choose to actually, they must choose there we go. So pretty much, if you have like the thing is, if you have like a level 10 bunny suit, the level 10 bunny suit that you've had since the beginning of the game is by sheer technicality going to have 60 dress. You're going to be wearing a tank suit, and it's just going to be a bunny outfit. If someone else puts on that bunny outfit, though, it's just going to be 10 for them. That's like, that's the thing with this. Like, if you know, like, oh, my fucking handgun does a shit ton of damage now. It's, 2D, it's like it's 5d6 plus 10 now. Go bang, I pop a motherfucker. Because it's 5d6 plus 10. That's your weapon. However, if someone else has it, it's just going to be whatever their standard damage is. Pretty much like, the more you improve it, the more you're using it, the more important it gets. It also is going to be kind of a balancing factor for you to just not like throw away your that first item you got, because that first piece of gear is going to be with you effectively the entire game, and that's going to be the thing that's going to hit level 10 first. Like, that's going to be the thing that's going to hit level 10, is that's your really important piece of gear, that this is mine. But if you, like, say, you want to get a bunch of different gear over time, it might not, you're going to get a bunch of different gear. You're going to be using it a lot. And you might have some at level 4, you might have some at level 5, you might have one at level 2 because you got it at fucking level 8, and you're just like, this is my weapon now. That's kind of the idea. If anyone else uses it, they got to kind of level it up independently. Ooh, alright. Okay, that's pretty much all of equipment. I knew equipment wasn't going to be that bad. It's just a lot. So, now we're going to write advancements. We're going to write advancement, everybody, because I don't want to write that yet. Oh, Jesus. Okay, give me one moment. I need to use the bathroom. to it. This is just one of those like rise and grind episodes where I just gotta do shit. This nature is what makes... This nature is what makes their growth so explosive. They may begin as little more than students at their craft, or they may begin as little more than students at their craft, but by the end of their journey, which may be a few months, to a few days, they will reach their absolute potential. Get it? Do you get it? It's their absolute potential. 'Cause that's the fucking name of the game. Hello Pepper, hello Lubu. I had an eventful hour. That's never a good sign. Let's see. Each persona will have a level that dictates... I'll have to get... Oh, God. Damn. Cutting it close there, Lubu. Cutting it a little fucking close there, buddy. Each persona will have a level that dictates their ability, dictates their natural skill and raw power. A higher, let's see. Each persona will have a level that dictates their natural skill and raw power. It's like a timed side quest you forgot about. So each persona will have a level that dictates their natural skill and power. Depending on let's see, depending on how the DM chooses to advance the persona, their natural this will occur. Well, this will occur at different times. It will occur at different times. When a persona does level up, they will enjoy a few benefits. They'll enjoy a few benefits. Here. So, first things first, we're going to do file, we're going to insert, we're going to add in a table, and that table is going to be 8, no, it's going to be 7, no, it's going to be 8 classes, and the header, 1, 2, 3, 4, class name, stat 1, stat 2, stat 3, stat 4. Yeah, so like that. It would be physical, mental, actually no, it's emotional. Oh God. Off there. So, so yeah, these are class names or classes. And then we're going to have warrior. It's going to be warrior, wizard. Let me see if I can just remember. Cleric, maid, hunter, good hunter. Warrior, wizard, rogue. I believe that's what I'm calling them. And finally, hero. Hero. Walk a day, your way around. Hero. That sort of sending. So, that. So, clerics are going to get 1 in emotional. Actually, they're going to 1 in emotional, 1 in physical. The hero is going to get literally 1. Actually, the hero is. We're actually going to. For everything, we're going to put the hero down 1. We're going to put this. Or we can do +1 to 3 stats of their choice. Hunter is going to get that. Maid is going to get that. Rogue is going to get that. Warrior is going to get what's the cleric's main thing? Emotional and physical. What's the hunter's main thing? Physical and technical. What's the maid's main thing? Emotional, physical. Rogue is mental, technical. Warrior is physical, technical. Wizard is mental, technical. Unless we change. Then we got no one in fucking mental. Oh, God. Or we give this 3 stats. That could also work. I mean, emotional, physical, mental. Hunter, physical, mental, technical. Maid, rogue, mental, technical, emotional. Warrior, physical, technical, mental, not mental. Emotional. Wizard. You're going to get 1 in mental, you're going to get 1 in technical, and you're going to get 1 in... Pretty much everyone's going to be bumping up their emotions. Yeah. The first is that when they level up, every class will no fuck. What are the primary stats of the cleric? Emotional and physical. What's the primary stats of the hunter? Physical, mental. No, physical, technical. What are the primary classes of the maid? Emotional, mental. Rogues are going to be mental, technical. Warrior, physical, technical. Wizard, mental, emotion. Why don't we do that? Actually, we can probably do something like this instead. 3, 3. Yeah, okay. This was relatively balanced. Not perfect, but it'll do. Yeah, you get to 3 stats of their choice. Versus every class will receive a flat +1 to 3 of their attributes, to 3 of their stats. Now, every class will receive a flat +1 to 3 of their stats. They will then choose one stat of their choice. If they have a second. If they have a secondary class, they will increase one of the stats by 1. Let's see, one of the stats tied to the class by 1. So it's pretty much, let's say I am a cleric hunter. If I am a cleric hunter, that means I'm going to increase my emotional and physical by 1 every time. I can then choose to increase my physical by another one or increase my technical by one. I'm never really going to be able to increase my mental. You may say, like, well, rogue warriors are going to be really good because you can kind of increase anything. Yeah, they are pretty good. That's the point. Just good. But, like, rogue wizards are not really going to get many things in their emotional and physical, but why would you? It's like, yeah, it's one of those things being like, yeah, if you're a rogue wizard, you probably want to pump your fucking mental and technical up, because that's like the two stats you're going to be using a lot. Probably for like a maid, you're going to go into something like warrior, or you're going to go into like hunter. Like hunter maids are quite literally like, I'm here to support you and kill whatever gets in your way. Hero just gets 3 stats of their choice, because they don't get a secondary class. Like, that's the big thing. They scale up faster, though. That's like a big thing. They scale up a lot faster. So they're going to be enjoying a lot more benefit. Let's see. The second first, Next persona will receive 2 AL to distribute any of their available to any of their available abilities. These include their ancestral, primary class, secondary class, and let's see, our primary and secondary class. Secondary class. If the persona is level 3, they may choose to adopt a secondary class. Enjoying the abilities they have access to. It is entirely possible to give me one. Had to blow my nose there. Let's see. It is entirely possible to take a secondary class. It is entirely possible to take the primary class a second time. Becoming a hunter, for example. This restricts them to only a single ability pool, but they will be able they'll be focused down on that particular angle. What about Maid Wizard, the mystical 40-year-old virgin maid? Yeah, technically you can play a maid wizard if you want. You're going to enjoy quite a bit of benefits. You're going to get absolutely no physical, though. You shouldn't really need it at that point. But you'll have access to magic. God, what else do you get when you level up? Oh yeah. Level standard damage. 1 to 3 is going to be 2d6. 4 to 6 is going to be 3d6. 7 to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is going to be 4d6, and level 10 is going to be 5d6. That's a lot of damage. We do this. We go to insert table to new. Oh jeez. Oh, jeez. Come on, get up there, babe. Come on, darling. Come on, darling. Darling. Don't you want to be my darling in the Bronx? Fucking darling in the Bronx. I will never forgive darling in the Bronx for getting my hopes up. The final adjustment is checking if standard damage has changed. It will increase by plus 1d6 every 4. It'd be every 3. I guess it would be 4 level. Technically, it'll increase by 1d6 at level 4, 7, 10. 4, 7, and 10. When the persona reach level 10, they have reached the pinnacle. They have reached the point. They've reached the point where their story is coming to a close. The adventure is ready to end. The adventure is ready to end, and they are willing. And they're actually no. Standard damage and link amounts and total links have changed. Standard damage. Level 4, 7, and right. Total links. I believe it's 5. Or the 5 links at a time. Okay, so it's 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, and 10. That's kind of like the very final moment you can support up to 10 links. There is 0 reason for you to have 10 links at that point, though. Like, this is a very important thing to note. You should not, if you are level 10, you should not be, having that many links. And if you do, it's probably for a good reason. Both these will increase at level 4, 7, 10. But at level 10, the that level, it's kind of like, yep, nope, this is kind of like, it's up to you at this point how you want to live your life. Then we get to go to theater production. Theater. This is about Darling in the Franxx. Darling in the Franxx physically and emotionally hurt me because I was really invested in Darling in the Franxx. And because I was really invested in Darling in the Franxx, I got really too deep into it. And I was in the heart of shit being like, this is the deep lore, man. This has to be it. Like, we found the secret. We know how it's gonna be. I am ready to fucking go. We are fucking ready, baby. And then all of that shit that we were like, this is it. This is gonna be this is the best thing ever. All of that shit didn't mean anything because the second half of Darling in the Franxx is just fucking misery. Nothing good happens in the second half, and it's just sad because it becomes a fucking If you want my opinion on Darling in the Franxx, during Darling in the Franxx is a great 13 episode anime. Yes, exactly. It's a great 13 episode anime that was 24. Like, the issue with Franxx, this is the thing. The issue with Franxx as a very fundamental core issue is they had a full arc. There was a full story arc that happened. It was pretty good too. The problem was, it just kept going. And they're like, you now care about these characters. And it's like, I don't though. You've given none of these characters any personality. They've had no fucking screen time. It is an anime original, yeah. In the manga, they tried to fix shit. That was like a big thing that was the big thing with like Darling in the Franxx manga, is that they tried to fix shit. And it didn't work, mind you, because they had to go off the anime. And it's like, the thing with Darling in the Franxx, because they set up a bunch of things, but it was a weird thing because it was Trigger and Studio A1, I think it was A1, that's what it's called. It was two studios working on it. The weird thing was, like, Trigger's dog shit at writing. I want you all to remember this. Trigger's dog shit at writing. And they just completely forgot certain characters. Like, they never taught, like, I cannot actually tell you. Let me actually bring up Darling in the Franxx character. Like, these are the main characters, not those ones. These are our main fucking cast. Give me the real main characters. These are our main fucking cast. You legitimately learn nothing about this little fucker and her. You learn nothing about them. They are completely irrelevant to the plot. They are not important. Fujoshi is important for exactly 2 minutes. And that's just because he gets cucked. That is his entire role in the plot, is to get cucked and fuck the lesbian, deal with the lesbian. He literally shows up at the very end where they're doing like the montage where everyone is. He shows up, he's got a mustache and a random girlfriend and a random wife and like 3 kids. That fucker lives the American fucking dream. Completely irrelevant. Completely and utterly irrelevant to the show. Like, Goro gets things, and you know what Goro gets? Cucked. Goro gets cucked repeatedly by literally everybody. Life cucks Goro. Like, and I would be like, oh man, there's gotta be something exciting here. There's gotta be something. No, it's just, these two are the main fucking characters. And in the second, there's like a good chunk of the show where they just aren't important because it's about these two fuckers. And they make it like a big deal, like, oh man, these two are the big important characters and we all love them, but they are not. These two are the main fucking characters. Like, there's like 3 episodes where they just aren't like important. Like, well, that's my character arc over. And then they're like, oh, well, they have a character arc still. They don't. Like, this is literally the ending for Fujoshi. He just is like, yep, here's my wife. Fuck you. He gets nothing else. They don't even talk about some of the other characters. It's insane. It is absolutely bonkers. And I don't understand it. I don't. Because they try to make it out like, oh, these are really important characters. They aren't. They aren't important. There are no characters that are like really important. Like, there are actual characters that they talk about. And don't get me fucking started on the mechs. Like, here's the thing. These are the fucking mechs. The mechs look pretty baller, all things considered. You know, kind of like, you know, very, very weird looking. But I'm like, okay, all right, I'm in. I'm in. These things look a little bit weird. They show these fucking things berserking. They never do it again. They never talk about it again. Completely fucking irrelevant. There are aspects of this show which just happen, and it's annoying, and I'm going insane thinking about it. Yeah, isn't Trigger all animation Flash and not story meat? Yeah, pretty much. The problem is with is you effectively think about if you had that section. Like, imagine inheriting a story with no actual characters. Except, here's Boob Girl, and everyone loves her, but her story is done. And I'm not saying like there isn't like good beats to the second bit. There's some decent ones, not many in any remote capacity. Spoiler warning for fucking Darling and the fucking Frogs. You can mute me right now, you know what I mean? Darling and the Frogs escalates shit so much, they go to fucking space. And I'm not saying like, we go to outer space to do something. No, they go to outer fucking space because the one girl, the fucking pink girl, you know, everyone loves 02. She goes, 02 turns into a fucking spaceship. She turns into a giant fucking spaceship to fight aliens, vampire aliens. That's literally the plot. That's literally the secondary plot. They go into space to fight vampire aliens because that's what it is. And then quite literally, it just ends. It's just like, oh, we found evil. We're gonna blow it up. And then they do. It's like some Gundam unicorn shit. And it's not even as, you know, interesting. I'm like, wow. Honest to God, if you, watch the I don't like Giguk much anymore, but Giguk did a video that was effectively like, wasn't this a vampire? Why did this go full Gurren? It wasn't a vampire anime. It never was. It was about fighting fucking kaiju. It was literally a mecha show about fighting kaiju. But then it was like, oh, sorry, we're fighting we're gonna fight vampire aliens. I'm not even gonna give you the explanation of why they're fighting vampire aliens. They just fucking are. And you look at it, you're like, am I the one going insane? And no, again, Giguk did a really good video on it, and it is quite literally everything. And you sit there for a moment, and you're like, what in the fuck? Like. Are we in space or the fucking writing room? Yeah, quite literally, by the end of the series, nothing makes any fucking sense. That's the funny thing. By the fucking end of the series, not a single goddamn thing makes sense. Like, the thing with like Darling in the Franxx, he does do a video on it, and it's really fucking funny. because it is exactly the series, almost beat for fucking beat, and just as quickly as possible. It is fucking perfect, because legitimately, one character is screaming at the end about how stupid everything is and how nothing makes any sense, and he's just like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. It's like, like I was in the meat of that shit. That was the issue. I was in the fucking meat of it. I was so hopeful. And they literally have a plot device character who dies, and they just never do anything with him. They talk about other characters that just die and leave. The setting makes zero fucking sense. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, this is building intrigue. I'm very fascinated. Oh boy. And then you just slowly realize it just makes no fucking sense. It is complete nonsense. You're like, this isn't intrigue. This is nonsense. Wasn't the MC a clone child of a revolutionary terrorist? No. He was literally just a kid that they recruited, and he literally snuck out one day to after pretty much not having gay, ignoring gay thoughts from his friend. And he finds 02 and he plays as he breaks her out and they play. That's legitimately like the most heartwarming, beautiful fucking episode in that series because it's really adorable and it's like, oh my god. And it's like, oh, they're bastards. Oh no, it's so much deep lore. And then it's like, that just is over. It's like, they never touch on that shit again. And it's like, oh my god, every single character in that show is stupid. Like, and the thing is, they could have talked about interesting things. They just didn't. Trigger peaked with Gurren Lagann. Not. Hot take, yeah. This is my incredibly hot take. Most of what's Trigger, Trigger. Don't look at that. Don't look at the corner. Trigger, Studio Trigger. What have you, Kill la Kill? I'm one of those people. I didn't much care for Kill la Kill. I couldn't get past some of it. It was an normie filter, probably. I couldn't do it. Space Patrol Lulico is fun. Never watched Kisniver because that was like, this looks stupid. Like, this just looks really dumb. Little Witch Academia, I like the short. Gridman, I tried liking Gridman. I think the problem is, by the end, I liked no other character except the villain and the friend girl. Those were the only two characters I actually enjoyed. I hated the main character of Gridman. I did not like him. I like the Gridman fights. I still watch the final fight every now and again. I just do not like. I did not like the cast. The main guy is so fucking boring. He's just dull to me. I couldn't get over it. Brand New Animal. Never watched Brand New Animal. Never watched SSS Dizer Man or whatever. Never really. Yeah, never really got over that one. I'm a little worried with Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. Just a little. I'm incredibly hopeful for Delicious in Dungeon. Dungeon Meshi is fucking amazing. I loved Dungeon Meshi. The thing is, Dungeon Meshi, I don't know if I am really hoping. Here's the thing. Really hoping they can make it work, because I don't know. Oh god, that felt good. Yoshihiro, they got a new guy working on it apparently. I don't see, it doesn't look like he's worked on anything else. But I'm hoping for it, but it's also very quiet. It was one of those things, I knew it was going to get an anime. Like, I did like. So we're trying to use another fucking studio to make their fight scenes work. I think Trigger's really good when they're allowed to, like, kind of like bigger kind of thing. When they're allowed to be a little bit more fun and allowed to have some, like, how do I want to word this? When they're allowed to be a little bit goofier, because like Cyberpunk Edge Runners, fucking amazing. I loved Edge Runners because I think Edge Runners was damn near perfect for what it was trying to go for. 10 episodes, mwah, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I still cite there are 2 episodes that were cut. I will still fight tooth and fucking nail on 2 episodes that were cut. Their thing in Star Wars Vision, weird, but I understand why. Like, I get they were weird, and the twins I didn't much care for. I like the spectacle of it, didn't much care for it. The Elder I thought was pretty decent. Like, yeah, so that's kind of like, I understand why people like Trigger. I think Trigger can't write a story to save their fucking life. Not even necessarily that. It's like they need to have a very clear vision of what they want to do, and they need a restriction. They need a leash on it. It's like, you have 10 episodes to do this. Here's the setting. Here's your budget. You got 10 episodes. Go for it. And it's like, cool. They could do whatever they want then. Like, again, Edge Runners was really good. And again, 2 episodes that I think I think there were 2 episodes that were made and maybe not aired, or they just were never really could develop for, because I really like it. A little rushed near the middle, but I enjoyed it. It's I think if they have like a lot of time and effort, I think it's like when they have a lot of time and a lot of budget, I think they get a little too excited, add a lot of things they don't. The answer is, should we go bigger or make more things? We should go bigger. The fights have to be longer. Everything has to be more explosive. And that's their style. That's their particular thing that they have built their entire careers on. And if you don't do that, if Trigger doesn't live up to the fact that they were the guys who didn't make Gurren Lagann, remember, they didn't make Gurren Lagann, but the guys who kind of promote Gurren Lagann. Even though apparently Promare is effectively just Gurren Lagann with firefighters. That's what I've heard. Okay. If the DM wishes to use the theater production method, leveling up is fast and brutal. At the end of every session, or pretty much major at the end of every session, the persona will increase their level by 1. This method of play encourages faster, more dramatic stories with a more focused cast of characters. Each persona may not have the individual screen time, but their destiny lies at the end of the adventure. Theater production method encourages the encourages the DM and players to engage more in dramatic moments and situations. Every drama act should be large and important, just as every conflict should be bombastic and deadly. It's a fight for survival. And the persona are struggling against it. That's what we can do. Insert table. We do two. Shakespearean. We do kabuki. Rakugo. Shakespearean kabuki. Shakespearean. Every event plays up the fantastical and every situation ends up in more fantastical than the last. Range kabuki. Colorful characters in fantasy and mundane blend together to create a create a human story in mystical situations. Rakugo. Amusing characters in bizarre situations. Let's see. In every event should focus on the absurd nature of the situation. Comedy is central. And the situation by itself should be comedic in. That's kind of the idea. Like, this is just like a, hey, here's some funny situation. Like, here's just some, like, here's a Rakugo performance. Like, this is something that, like, you consider doing. Like, kind of like, you can do, like, theater production does work for a plethora of different things. Which goes into this, which the second one was... Mm. So we need it. Let's see, the relationship method of advancement. Let's see, the relationship method of advancement is tied directly to the persona's links. This method of play encourages the persona to engage more in the slice of life aspects of the world and engage with their bonds in one another. When the current level the current level of the persona is tied directly to their links. Their links and their total value. Tied directly to their links and their total value. When a hero So want to do level link value. So we want to do 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. Five. You want some weird, like, bullshit when it comes to tables and stuff? This is one of those weird moments with bits and tables and stuff. Because, yeah, that's everything I had to do just to get this on the next page, just because of how... Honestly, I'm surprised I think someone else got the license to, battle for, like, pretty much the battle for, heaven and shit. It was this massive fucking... I remember, this is a massive fucking anime, which effectively boiled down to, we're all going to die unless we can convince the gods we deserve to live. So we're gonna send our absolute best heroes to fight God. Many different gods. And it's just these incredibly, like, huge, massive fights between, like, oh, well, here's our greatest hero versus Zeus or whatever. Let's see. Level 1, link value, 0. Let's see. We want to do... Maybe we scale it up as... At level... Let's see. Fast. We want everyone to be, like... 4, effectively. 4 at everything, so 4 times... Actually, if we do... There we go. It's the current when pursuing this type of play, it is encouraged to discuss with the important to discuss with the persona what kind of stories and events they would like to play. Well, they would like to play out. This does encourage slower play with a much more gradual increase of power, and possibly inconsistent between players. This doesn't encourage slower play with much more gradual increase of power and possibly inconsistent between players. Oh, gradual increase of power. Ideally, for more form-based, play by post, or even solo play. For more solo play, this does encourage the persona to engage more with the character, with the bonds, rivals, and other persona around them. Around them, rather than looking for the next grand fight. Bonds, individual bonds storyline may take multiple sessions, while nursing relationships can also take longer, and more focused character arcs may increase the link rank exponentially. If the DM wishes to pursue a storyline more focused on harem-like activities, arguably this is ideal, as it forces the hero harem and their harem to build a relationship with one another. Hero in this case with his larger link pool, with a larger kind of like, this is, you could argue that this is more like a solo mode in some ways. Like, if you want to do like more solo game stuff, this wouldn't be the worst idea you've ever had, maybe using this method instead of like, we just want to, if you don't really want to play, like, it's not necessarily like you don't want to play the game, more like if you don't really want to engage with that, you just want like haromantics or whatever, then maybe this is what you're kind of looking for. Okay, now we got our final one, which is arc base. Arc base is, I don't really think I need to talk too much about arc base. We're gonna slap an image right there, though. So arc base. So Notepad, when you're trying to categorize things, where do you draw the line? What do you mean, categorize things? Like, how do I sort things out? Kind of depends on the situation, I guess, and what I'm sorting. Let's see. The Grand Arc. The Grand Arc method. The Grand Arc method has the Grand Arc method is the most traditional. Is the most traditional of all of the advancement methods. All the advancement methods. At the end of a major arc, the persona will increase their level by 1. Major arcs are defined by multiple conflicts or a overarching issue the persona are dealing with. For example, if one of the families is under investigation for if two of the families are feuding and the persona must stop it, then resolving the feud is the end of the major arc. There may be multiple sessions of reaching that point, but always will be set point. Will be the set point of the ending. Overall, major arcs should last between 2 to 4 sessions. Overall, major arcs should last between 2 to 4 sessions. God damn it! I did the thing. Overall, major arc should last between 2 to 4 sessions. Each one should highlight different aspects of the conflict and of the arc, and include the drama and conflict phase. In its resolution, for example, using our feuding families. Using our feuding families example, one session. Using our feuding families example, damn it, I hit the button. I hit the wrong button and I made a mistake. Using our feuding families example. Why don't I just hit control? Dojo Duel, Session 3. Investigate the compound. Assault on Castle Hero. Session 1, Session 2, Session 3, Arc End. that would be an arc. Be like, yeah, 3 sessions, and like that's what the entire major arc might look like. What's going on? Well, the feuding heirs are having a problem, and they're fighting one another when we engage a fight on the street to help someone. We're trying to stop an assassination attempt on the heir we like. And then we investigate their compound, the enemy compound, and we discover, oh no, this is all bullshit. Then we assault their castle to save someone. I don't fucking know. That's the entire idea. Very like bum major arc done. Actually, call the major arc. End of a major arc. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And okay, 9 o'clock. I'm feeling pretty good. Didn't get as much done as I would wanted today, but with that done, we pretty much just have 3 things we need to do. We need to do foes and rivals and enemy design. We need to do magic. So this is what we're going to be doing. This is how we're going to do it. All right, are you ready? Well, this is how we're going to do it. Monday at episode 6, we are going to work on pretty much. My goal is on Monday, we are going to work pretty much on foes and rivals, if that's still not quite done over the weekend. I'm going to write up magic. I know exactly what I need to write for it. It's just going to be me sitting here writing magic. It's going to be very dull. It's not going to be very complicated. I will explain it all on Monday, hopefully. We're also going to start writing abilities on Monday. We're going to write a shit ton of abilities on Monday. That's all we're going to be pretty much doing. We're going to be writing abilities, and we're just going to write as many abilities as we can. And when we're done writing abilities, we're going to pause, and then we're going to write some more fucking abilities. That's all we're going to be doing. Once the abilities are done, the game is pretty much done. Like, to give you an idea, we are done with a vast majority of the actual game at this point. The actual, like, how to fucking play the game, we're done. We don't really need to write too much more. I need to fill in some certain aspects, but, like, generally speaking, like, once we start filling in abilities here, this is gonna fill out a lot more. And once that's filled out, that's pretty much all we need to worry about. When you get things like this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might add a big picture there or something. Just to kind of give you an idea, like, I need to write the lore. This is really just going to be like a day. This is going to be like a page long. It's not going to be very big. I don't want it to be very big because that's not the point of the lore. Like, the entire point of this, the town on the border is that it's kind of a generic non-setting. I need to add some art here and there just to effectively make this not horrible to look at, mostly down here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it, really. That's it. So, yeah, good job, team. We are making it, everyone. We're all going to make it. Very slowly. Very slowly. Okay. Yep, that's what we will do. If something comes up, we might do something on Sunday. We might just do like a little mini session on Sunday just to like hammer something out. But yeah, Godspeed. Good luck. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, for the Chaos case. I know what it's going to be. I'm going to try to go over both of the games I meant to. I might only do 3 games tomorrow, simply because this week was kind of not very good for me, because guess what? Turns out headaches suck. But yes, Godspeed, good luck. You know where to find me.